What's up, folks? This is the Heavy Hitters Radio Show, man. This is the host, man, Moose, a.k.a. Big House. And, man, I got, you know what? It's just a regular, got my homeboys and my homegirl in the show in their own
Yes.
home studios, properly physical distancing, but we have social connection. Man, so I don't know what it looks like to you guys, but to my left in the top screen, you know, kind of where Bobby Brady would have been. we got the one that only started the show, man. LGZ Mbaku, what's up, buddy? You not talking?
Man, life's good, man. Cannot complain. Say what?
No, that's all right. Go ahead.
So life's good, man. I can't complain, bro. Still amongst the breathing.
Hey, man, we definitely appreciate you, man. Yeah, for sure. I tell you what, to my diagonal. So, like, unfortunately, he would be where Cindy, Marsha Brady would be probably, but man, he's not Marsha Brady for sure. Man, you know what? He's a smooth crooner, man. The DJ of our show, the one, the only D-Lo. D-Lo 400. What's up, buddy?
Man,
I
think if we're going Brady bunch, man, give him my position, you should have just said D-Lo, D-Lo, D-Lo.
Marsha.
You know what I'm saying? But otherwise than that, man, everything is good, man. Man, it was great seeing everybody on the screen on Saturday.
In person.
Yeah, man, I'm still kind of riding that high, man. So
what are you talking about?
Man, the Helplex, man. Got married, man. Backed that pass up. So it was great catching you out there, man, in person and partying with you, man. So let's have a good show.
And you know what's crazy? It was so many like heavy hitters at the wedding, like from the guy on the couch, the girl on the couch, to back that pass up, to the help connection. I mean, it was an all out reunion for that joint.
Yeah, straight thing.
This is how we do it. I'm really not a big fan of that song.
Na.
Oh man, you hit that though.
That was pretty good.
You hit that, dog.
You hit that, right? That came out right. Me and Moose both was like, they hit them ears just right. We both was like,
oh yeah.
It was like when that Help Connection started singing. I was like, where did that come from?
And playing the guitar. I talked to him when he was practicing on the guitar, though. I talked to him a couple times.
Oh man, new name.
Hey boy, you like Christopher Williams? Isn't that who sang that? What's the big fella's name? I can't remember his name. Who sang that? Hey man. Anyway, I tell you what, man. We also got the lady of the house, man. The one and only Run.
Hey guys, happy Tuesday. I am so happy to see you all twice in 7 days. It's like a whole new record. Love it. Sorry, my dog's being loud in the background, so I was muted earlier. My bad.
Hey, what are you gonna bring us, and what else is happening on the show tonight, there, Ron?
Man, we are gonna have all of our favorite segments. So we'll probably have extra bruiser reviews because we did not do that last week. Tell me why you mad, son will likely happen. Run that news, of course, obviously, duh. And support group. Maybe a random game show as long as Moose doesn't change the music. That was not it.
We should have support group last week with that damn story.
You know what? That's what the whole show should have been last week.
This shit is gonna be tipping like mad, son. Matter of fact, we doing that this Moose. Tell me why you're mad, son.
Yeah, let's make it happen.
What else? Anything else?
And then that's all the staples. And then, it's us, so we'll have Moose Turns and random conversations about all sorts of things.
Amen.
Mount Rushmore maybe will be happening tonight.
That sounds amazing. I tell you what, if you guys want to do that, you know what? With the young NFL season happening, let's go ahead and jump into the Mount Rushmore, like your Mount Rushmore of NFL teams that might make the Super Bowl. I tell you what, we're gonna go with D'Lo first, and then Run, and then Jeezy, and then I'll go last.
All right, so my Mount Rushmore
top 4
of who could make the Super Bowl. Out the gate, I got to say Kansas City. I kind of want to say Pittsburgh, man, but I ain't 100% sure just yet.
They look strong.
Yeah. So let's see. So we got KC, Pittsburgh. You know what, man? I don't really want to say Tampa Bay, but I'll be honest, man. I haven't kept up as well as I should with the NFL, man. So I don't know who's doing what, but I know Brady and them stomped a mud hole in Green Bay, so they got to be considered contenders, man. And lastly, man, I'm gonna say Seattle.
Ooh, nice pull on that one. I can't argue with that list, man.
Sweet.
I have nothing to say about that.
It's fine because you can argue with mine.
All right, go.
Of course I will.
Okay, so is this a Mount Rushmore where I can't repeat any of them?
Go.
I feel like that's not fair.
Go.
Repeat.
What?
It's football, so you can repeat.
You can repeat, yeah.
Because I'm also going to go Kansas City, New Orleans. I have to go with my Colts because they're mine. And here's the thing. They'd stop playing stupid Phillip Rivers and let Jacoby play. I think we can make a playoff run. And San Francisco.
Wow. All right.
That's interesting.
You know what? That is a solid
one of those
pick.
don't belong. This is an episode of which one of these don't belong?
Hey, do you guys remember that when you were young? Which one of these playing is not doing his own thing? Which one of these things is not one of the same?
Yeah. All right. So for me, I'm gonna kind of go. I mean, obviously we know Kansas City, so I'm gonna try to see if I can leave them out. I mean, Kansas City would be the odds-on favorite, but I got Tennessee, man. Derrick Henry looking like a beast out there. He got cornerbacks making business decisions. So I would say, Tennessee look real good. I will say Seattle looks good, looks real strong early. I will go probably, like say, Pittsburgh. And I will say the Baltimore Ravens, man. Because if you think about it, I didn't go put my Bears in. I know we ain't got a shot. Trash.
Yeah, y'all back to that?
With the NFC East?
I mean, the Bears not having a shot, man. Are we at that point?
No, we're not going to. I mean, I'm being realistic, man. I'm trying to put on my analyst hat. We're not going to the Super Bowl. Like, we're not. Like, we got a good defense, but our running game is suspect. You know, Nick Foles is okay. You know, so but in our division, we can make some noise because Minnesota's tough. Green Bay is, they came back to life. And then the NFC East is trash. The NFC South is trash. So it's really just us in the West. In the NFC West. The NFC is not strong this year at all. It's not strong at all this year.
Nah, the East looking terrible, man.
Yeah, the AFC West is looking tough. And then the AFC West and the AFC North is looking tough.
All right, guys. Real quick.
You was yours, man.
I think a lot of women listen to watch football because they want to see like the players' booties in their pants. They want to see fit guys and all that. And I feel like that's why women watch the show. So, ladies, I want you to holler at us real quick.
That's not fair.
Ladies, I want you to holler at us real quick, and I want you to let us know. What you guys like about football. Now, I'm gonna tell you straight up. I'm gonna tell you. I'm sorry. As I'm talking, I just caught a name I just caught like a glimpse of the new names, and it's Montreal Longgreen. So my bad. I got a little tickled by that. And so so you know what? Hey, that's for sure happening. So like, ladies are like, well, that quarterback is good looking, or that running back's good looking, that kind of thing. I'm not going off of that. Ladies, you can do what you want to do. First of all, I'm a Colts fan, and I believe that we can rally and make the top four. Really
put on your analyst hat, man. Be
hey man, be quiet. I have my analyst hat on. I did not say a word.
So you look at me in my eye, you can tell me that your coach.
Hey Trump. Trump, I had nothing to say when you talk. Trump, I had nothing to say when you talk.
Y'all gonna be Kansas City.
Hey Trump. Hey, LGZ Trump. I had nothing to say when you talked. I was quiet.
No, but be realistic.
I am being realistic.
All right, go ahead. My bad, Moose. You give me a heart attack. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I am being realistic. I feel like my Colts can make it to with that Final Four we talking about, in the Super Bowl type deal. I feel like that can happen. I also think that in the Final Four, the Kansas City Chiefs will be there too. I mean, they're both in the AFC, right? We picked four. We picked four. Can I pick four? I'm able to pick four, right? Which I'm sad about because I like the Raiders, which I don't think will be there, but I like the Raiders, and I think Pittsburgh is going to make a mad run. Although my homeboy, he's not my homeboy, but the young fella that I follow, man, from Michigan, is out with ACL tear. So anyway, so that's what I think, and then I think Seattle. I think Seattle will be there, and I think, man, which is unfortunate, right? Unfortunate, but I also feel like outside of Seattle, I think San Francisco as well. So those are my picks, man. I got San Francisco, Seattle, at the Colts, and Kansas City. All right, guys. Hey, those are our picks. What's the matter?
No, I was just saying, cool.
Yeah, those are our picks, man. Those are our picks. All right, guys. Hey, listen. You guys ready for a random game show?
Let's get it.
All right.
Let's play.
Somebody tell me what it is about a random game show.
Well, it's a spontaneous game show.
It's kind of in the title. I mean,
yeah, but yeah. All right, Ron, tell us about what's
random game show.
Ron, tell us.
So it's a spontaneous game show, and it's when Moose decides on the fly that some topic would make a great game show, and so then we play a game show.
Are you guys ready? All right. Tell me who this composer is.
Beethoven.
Open.
Bach.
I was gonna say Bach next. Those are the only ones we know.
It is Bach.
It's Bach. Those are only three that we know. Beethoven, Bach, and whatever. That's it. It's only those three.
It is Bach. Are you guys ready for the next one?
Yes.
All right, here we go. Here we go. The Spontaneous Game Show.
It's like a funeral. Or a wedding or something.
Can you guys hear it
the
okay?
Harmonic Symphony of Australia.
You guys hear it okay?
chronologically, yes.
I told Tony that I want him to go down to South Street and go ahead and handle those nicks.
That was perfect.
Do you guys not know what it is?
I don't know any other composers other than Bach and Beethoven.
That's hilarious. All right, well, guess what? I tried to
It's
give
some mafia music.
Hey, I threw you guys a total softball. It was Bach again. All right, here's my point.
Dude, if you show me a picture of Bach,
I bet I know the answer. Do another one.
Dude, if you show me a picture of Bach, I couldn't tell you.
Here's my point. Hey guys, listen. In 2 weeks, it's time to vote for your president and all the cabinet of the United States of America in 2 weeks. And then, but the week before that is Halloween, right? All you guys have heard this song. Check this out. We are about to, the heavy hitters are about to expose the rest of this song. All right, now listen. I want you to shake your head, and when I stop it, I want you to all have some thoughts about it. You guys ready? Here we go.
Vincent Price.
Look.
Bach.
You didn't know that.
I think Ron's right.
But everybody knew this song. Everybody knows this.
It's in every black and white scary show.
Tchaikovsky.
So everybody knows that part of the song, right? You guys know that.
Watch it be like some Beat Street music. That was all of my game, yo.
Hey, by the way, this music's not ours, right? Are you guys ready for the rest of it?
They did anyway. They ain't gonna know this.
Here we go. Here's the rest of it. Oh, good. Check this out. I promise you. I think dudes is just pushing buttons, man.
Oh, that's one of those old black and white movies where they like talking.
Like, there's no way that he's like, like figuring that out. Like,
even though he's hitting he's hitting the right tone, because like when D-Lo hit the right note, it hits your ears different. When you hear, you're like, ooh, okay. Even though he's just mashing a bunch of stuff together, it still hit the eardrums right, man.
Yeah, but listen, like, again, this is not our song, but this is different. That's different, right? That's different than the rest of the song. Hey, this is not our song, by the way. So here's the rest of it. And by the way, see, at that point, he's just trying stuff. Now, this song is like 8 minutes long. I'm not playing that. Because you know what? The part that we know is 29 seconds. Everybody's like, "Oh, yeah, I know that song." It's 29 seconds of this song. All right, look, I'm gonna fast forward this real quick.
I think, man, we live in a world where commercials and everything we get is in 15, 20 second, 30 second bursts. So a lot of songs you hear, when you hear the whole song, you're like, that don't even sound good. You wait for the chorus, because that's what you know. That's the 20 seconds that you know.
Right.
Like everybody know, don't stop believing. That's like the last 30 seconds of the whole song.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
That part don't even come up. That ain't even the chorus. Like the last, I'm just a small town girl. You know.
Yes, and listen, check this out.
Here's love that song.
That's our fundamental drinking song.
Here we go. Check this out. Like, that's horrible. Dude's just going. He just put.
He's jamming though.
He's spazzing out.
He was high. He was for sure high. He was on shrooms. No, he was on shrooms. You know.
Does he have a club?
He unlocked some of them deep up in there.
He was on shrooms?
Sober and play that.
Huh?
You can't be sober and play music and make music like that.
Yo. Moose A.K.A. Big House.
It's not our song. What's up?
Man, if I forward you a video, can you play a YouTube video on the Zoom tonight?
I might be able to.
We're talking about musicians spazzing out. I got one for you.
All right, I'll tell you what. Email it to me. Email it to me, and I'll see what I can do for sure. All right, so to me,
like for instance, man, when you hear Freebird and Leonard Skinner, that solo, he was on shrooms, bro. I asked him, man, you can't sit at a desk and throw those notes on a piece of paper, dog. You got to just be like you just like unlock something, and you just start. I mean, you just start zoning out, man. As this becomes the heavy hitter eating show in this bitch. Eating and smoking with the heavy hitters in this. We got two screens. We smoking at two screens. Y'all eating.
Hey man, I gotta do what I gotta do.
Jeez. What did you eat, Ron? Some noodles?
No, man, I make chili. It is so good, and I don't have peanut butter.
First of all, that chili's the wrong color, by the way.
There's sour cream in it.
Hold it up. What color is that chili? Hold the bowl. What color is that? Yeah, that looks good.
Hey, guys.
Are those Fritos inside of that chili?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. You get a hood pass for that.
Hey, so wait, hold on.
You say I get a hood pass?
Listen, you have to explain what you're talking about, guys. We're on the radio too.
No, Moose, I'm talking about y'all eating. Both of y'all smashing food.
Right. But
Ron got a bowl of
I made chili.
A walking taco, essentially.
I like Fritos in my chili.
I agree.
Hey, so I got a question for
crackers go in chili. I think Fritos go in chili.
I got a question for you guys though. Like, I mean, like, do you like for D-Lo and Jeezy, like, do you guys eat peanut butter sandwiches with your chili?
No, who does that?
Pilgrims.
Moose, you eat the strangest combinations. No, the texture is even off.
I do not eat that. Let's be clear.
But you're confidently aware of it.
Pilgrims do.
Because I work at, you know what? The places I work in my 40, they do that. Every time there's chili, there's a half a peanut butter sandwich available.
That is disgusting.
And then I tell you what, run, talk about it.
So I don't know that I ever actually did it as a child, but then Moose brought it to my attention one day, and I was like, this is actually pretty delightful. Except I'm sophisticated. I'm somewhat of an adult, so I like to grill my peanut butter and jellies. So you make your PB&J, and you can use whichever type of peanut butter you prefer. I know some people think that crunchy is disgusting, and those people are wrong. And you use whatever jelly or jam you prefer. Anyway, make your sandwich, and then butter the outside just like a grilled cheese, and then you cook it in a skillet like a grilled cheese. Here's what it does. It makes the peanut butter all melty and gooey and delicious. Oh my gosh, best way to eat a peanut butter and jelly. And if you pair it with a bowl of chili on a cold, rainy, gray fall day, it just makes your pilgrim heart happy. So I would say don't knock it till you try it. I don't know why we're hating on peanut butter and jelly. Do you eat peanut butter and jelly with other things or by themselves?
No, peanut butter and jelly is a meal in and of itself, dog.
Okay, that's interesting.
What you gonna put when you eat peanut butter and jelly and some green beans?
Because before chili, you was eating something else with your peanut butter and jelly, clearly.
Yeah. Okay, but so here's my question. Would you eat another soup with a half sandwich?
No.
You don't ever pair soup and sandwich together?
No, yeah. That's it. I don't. I personally don't. I hate when juices touch my bread in general.
Oh, I don't put it together. They're not. No, like I have a bowl of soup and then like a plate of sandwich.
Yeah, I can't.
I also don't like juices on my bread. Thanks.
Yeah, I don't like any. I don't like my food to touch. That's like my weird thing. I don't like my food.
You know what, GZ? Knowing you, that doesn't surprise me really at all.
But I like my food combinations to make sense. Like I get people eat soup and sandwiches. I get people eat soups and sandwiches. I get that, but not peanut butter. Peanut butter just the texture, the taste.
With chili, bro.
I don't think it's that weird.
The texture of the peanut butter, the taste of peanut butter when I'm scooping in a spicy chili, it just throws me off.
Okay, but in all fairness,
Doritos times peanut butter.
Okay, but in all fairness, let me try to redeem myself a little bit here. I'm one of those. I know, but let me try. Okay, I'm one of those people that eat like I'm a compartment eater. So, like, if on my plate at Thanksgiving is turkey and mashed potatoes and mac and cheese and corn casserole because my whole plate is the same color, I eat all the turkey and then I eat all the mac and cheese and then I eat all the mashed potatoes and then I eat all the corn casserole. So it's not like I'm taking a bite of chili and then a bite of peanut butter and jelly and then a bite of chili and a bite of peanut butter and jelly.
But you still got peanut butter taste in your mouth. The peanut butter taste don't just leave. It's still,
or you got chili taste in your mouth, and then you eat the peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
All right. I'll give that to you.
This is like the extra, like you be chewing. I don't know.
Okay.
I think chili tastes good with crackers on a hot dog or on a hot dog, yo.
Okay.
Or with chips. Like what you got on your plate before that looks delicious. Well, it don't look delicious, but it probably is.
It's maybe the best pot of chili I've ever made.
That's debatable.
Hey man,
I've ever made.
Hey, you guys listen to HHRS radio show. Hey, so D-Lo, talk to me about the video you sent, man.
Yeah, all right. So, one, I definitely want to say rest in peace to Eddie Van Halen.
Yes, sir.
And since we were talking about musicians and just spazzing out and being on drugs, like my man sent me this real kick-ass video of Eddie Van Halen when he was in Europe. And yo, like the guy goes off. Like, I did not know before he passed that he was the guitar. He played the guitars and Beat It. You know what I'm saying? Like that big rock solo. Like I didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? But as a guitarist, yo, my man was legendary. And he could play that guitar, but he completely spazzed out in that clip that I sent.
He's the best, man. I'm gonna tell you guys something, man.
Some people say Sammy Hagar, man.
Sammy Hagar was a man too, but
he was the lead singer. My bad.
But as far as playing the guitar, man, if you grew up in the 80s and 90s, you know, coming up and you listen to those songs, man, Eddie Van Halen was the guy. He was the guy.
Let me ask you this before I think we'll play the video. Who's the guy in Leonard Skinner? Is that Skinner playing the guitar? Skinner? Is that him playing the guitar in Freebird?
I'm not sure he's playing in Freebird, to be honest with you, but it's one of them, I'm sure, yeah.
Me personally, I think Freebird might be the greatest solo ever performed, yo.
You know what, man? At one point in time, I could have probably went with you, but in terms of guitar solos, man, I still got to go Guns N' Roses, November Rain.
Ooh, I'm about to listen to that, D-Lo. I'm about to go, put on my Pilgrim ears, man, and take a listen, man. I love a good guitar solo.
Oh, me too.
I was going to tell you guys, man.
Like you would say Hendrix. Some people say Hendrix, obviously.
The Pilgrims that listen to our show are going to be so excited tonight. All right, what's up, Ron?
The solo in Freebird is not actually a solo. It's a duet by both Alan Collins and Gary Rosington.
They killed it. Whatever.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna play. We're gonna play this one I got up here, the D-Lo sent, and we're gonna listen to that one, and then maybe we'll look up that other one to see what's happening. And boy, you know what? I'm gonna tell you guys something. Here's why I like the Average Radio Show. It just goes into a place, and I appreciate it. It's one of those places we're going, and man, I dig it. All right, let me see. I gotta figure out.
Yeah, I'm liking this show already. We ain't no long stories.
Sure.
Yo, I need to jump on this early. I give this 0 bruise.
Here we go, guys. Here we go. You guys ready? All right. Hey, this is not our music, by the way. Okay, you guys okay with that? Here we go. There's no sound, D-Lo.
I don't control that one. So I don't control that part.
Is it a song on actual feed? Sometimes they might get the feed off. Is your volume up?
Yeah, no, I'm 100%.
Is your YouTube volume up?
Yes. Look, I put it right here.
Put the volume up.
There's YouTube volume. There's the regular volume. Yeah, man.
Did it play on your phone?
I did not play it on my phone. I just played it.
Sometimes YouTube would take the music out.
All right, guys. Here's what I did. I stopped it. I stopped sharing it because I wanted to see what was up. Yeah, it's not. I don't have any sound.
Try playing something else. See if it gives you sound.
All right. Hey, I tell you what. While I'm trying to figure this out, why don't you run that news?
Okay. We have some new things in the news today, but let's start with our tried and true election nonsense, if you will. So I think all the heavy hitters maybe watch these, but we recently had some town halls because Trump...
Why am I hoping the dog takes a crap in your video right now? I'm really hoping for that.
He is trying to make a bed out of the blanket.
I thought he was going to squat down. I was like, yes!
No.
We got footage.
No, he would never do that. He's trying to make a bed out of the blanket. So turns out dogs actually do that. So you know how they like dig at the blanket and spin in a circle?
Like
it's because they're checking for snakes in their bed. That's what they would do in the wild. See now. Okay, anyway. Town hall. Say what?
Is that real?
Is what real? Yeah.
You know, I mean, that's like you and D-Lo dropping jewels on me today with all this new knowledge that I've never known my whole entire life.
Yes, that is real information.
They really go in a circle.
Yeah.
Little snakes. Nose.
Yes.
I never knew that.
Yep.
Wow.
There you
I'm
go.
impressed.
Now you know. If you're ever on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, maybe you'll know an answer.
Right. One.
The rest of them, you got to phone a friend and call Moose because I feel like he's full of all kinds of information.
Useless knowledge. Plethora.
I mean, I wasn't going to say it was useless. I didn't feel like that was nice.
They don't care.
Go ahead. Continue with the story. I'm sorry.
Okay. Anyway, moving on. So let's talk about the town halls. I had to really find my train of thought again. So Trump said that he refused to debate Biden because it was going to be virtual. And honestly, I don't know. I don't know if Trump said it or if the Trump thumpers made it up. But what I heard was that he didn't want to debate Biden virtually because Biden might wear a wire and someone might feed him answers so that he has better answers than Trump. Whatever. So instead, we had town halls, and I flipped between both of them. Trump's was very interesting. If Savannah Guthrie didn't get a bonus for having to cover that, she definitely deserves one. He was exactly himself. Some old lady told him that he was so handsome when he smiled. He did a lot of blaming, his normal thing. Biden's town hall was very interesting because He actually, so his was 30 minutes longer than Trump's, and then he stayed after to talk to all the people who asked questions at the town hall in case they wanted additional information.
He did, yeah, it was
about
pretty cool.
His answers, and I just thought that was very nice. And what a relief it would be to turn on the TV and see the president and not immediately think, what pineapple show is about to happen now? Like,
I agree.
Can we go back to having a boring politician president?
Just normal.
It's just,
I just want normal.
I don't, that I would like a president where I'm not able to report his tweets for hatred 20 times a day. Which, in all honesty, you guys, I report his tweets for hatred because it's not much, but it's honest work.
Hey, real quick, I'm not sure what we said, but man, Big Gates. What's up, Big Gates? Shout out to Big Gates, everybody.
Big Gates.
And man, Big Gates said that's about as bad as putting pineapple on a pizza. Disgusting, which I do not like pineapple on a pizza.
Peanut butter and jelly with chili.
What?
He was probably talking about our PB&J and chili conversation.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah, he probably was. Hey, man, shout out to Big Gates. You're right, man. This is disgusting. Hey, I tell you what, guys, real quick, man. So we know that the Health Connection got married this weekend, right?
Yeah.
Whoa.
And then we know that people are dating. People are dating in like this COVID time, right? So we don't want someone to get into that yet necessarily either. But let's keep that in the back of your head. What's the next step? What's the next step, man? Once we know that COVID's on the rise and all that kind of good stuff. I mean, like we all been to a super spreader. we all been to a super spreader this last weekend. What do you guys think about that? And what can we do to fix it?
Well, me personally, man, I think as humans go, as we go in general, we have the same information that we had. We had the same. Nothing's changed since March. Nothing's changed. There's no cure. There's no nothing. But yet we seem to be getting kind of back to normal. We're just wearing a mask. It's like, I can still do what I want. Just have a mask on, and my life is pretty much back to normal. I think that's why I think the mask is kind of like this new super shield or something like that. That it gives us this sense of self-safeness, when really, in all actuality, it is not doing anything.
I will say for myself, being at the super spreader, and getting my perspective as far as where I was positioned versus everybody else, it was very interesting looking at the crowd and kind of seeing how people were operating and which people were operating in terms of mask usage, no mask. You know what I mean? It was almost very easy to spot who was doing what, but it just made me chuckle. There were several things demographically that made me chuckle from my perspective. You know what I'm saying? Most notably, how you all chose to eat your dinner. Y'all was like literally split in halves of the room.
What you mean?
In large part, it was the black people on one side of the room, and it was the pilgrims on the other side of the room, man. And it seemed like there was a lot of both, man, but everybody was on their respective side.
But you know what, D-Lo? In all fairness, man, like that's how people do it. It's natural. People naturally segregate themselves, man, naturally.
Yes.
Especially if you don't know the other people. If you don't know them, you're going to hang around people you know or are most comfortable with.
I mean, but if we're all relative strangers, I mean, because I'm sure within the pilgrims, within the black folks, there were people interacting that were strangers with one another as well. You know what I mean? So it was just relatively interesting to just see it all play out. I mean, like it's probably going to happen, you know what I'm saying? But to actually watch it in real time is just development.
Well, and I'll even say, like, of the people that I interacted with that I didn't know, none of them were my race. But I'm the outlier. Like, I sat at a table that was not my race. I was on the other side of the room.
But there were other people like you on the opposite side of the room.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So it was just interesting, you know what I mean? Because I guess in my mind, because you had two different cultures getting married, I figured everybody would just kind of collectively powwow.
Hey, folks, hit us up.
Tribe up in there.
No.
Hey, folks, hit us up, man. Like, if you go, you know, when you are at a function, and I already know this, by the way, guys, because, you know, this is Moose, a.k.a. Big House, and I always say, I say this unapologetically, that if I walk into my house and I turn the television on, and there is a boxing match on, and there is a guy with dark skin, you know, and a guy with pale skin, I want the guy with dark skin to win first. Then I start to learn more about it. The dark skinned guys from Brazil, and the light skinned guys from it's from Texas. I go, oh, I want the Texas guy to win, right? And that's just how it goes. I mean, that's all of us, man. I want the dark skinned guy to win, and then I want the American to win. That's how I do it. Jeezy, you have another thought? You have another thought, Jeezy?
I'm for the black guy, except in the Olympics. No, that's not true because I want Usain Bolt to win. He's Jamaican as hell. And I want Usain Bolt to just beat the beat everybody.
All I'm saying is I feel like all of us have, you know, a lot of people these days are talking about their bias and they're scared about it or whatever. Man, listen, you can't be scared about your bias because your bias is never going away.
Never going away.
Your bias is never going away. What you have to understand is that, you know, like, and things you like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I'm sure some of you guys have been, you know, been around us being brothers. What I mean by brothers, Ron, can you give us an urban translation for brothers?
Black guys.
That's hilarious. Hey, so all right, so which is right there. All right, so listen, so there's a lot of folks out there that like brothers, you know, dating brothers, and they want to exclusively date brothers and that kind of thing. Guess what? That's your bias. You can exclusively date brothers and probably still be a Republican. Believe it or not.
Why does Republicans have to be all pilgrims? Where did that come from?
All I'm saying is,
like, your political view. Like, this is one thing about, and I said this before. Most black people are conservative in your views. Like, granted, Trump is he's the loose cannon that, you know, not a lot of people get done with him. But as far as this is everyday thing with the what I like to call the conservative classic, Republican classic, how they used to be. A lot of their views are in line with the black community, man.
I'm not smacking, by the way. Hey, man. Hey,
would you agree with that, Mose?
What'd you say? Say it again. I'm sorry.
Their views, their Republican views, the classic Republican views, are in line with a lot of black people views.
No, not necessarily. I mean, a few of them, yes, but not all of them. And by the way, I'm sorry.
All of nothing. I'm saying for the most part.
Jeezy, I'm sorry.
Most black people believe in church.
Jeezy, I'm sorry. I just got an issue with I got an issue with Big Gates. Like, he's pissing me off. He's like, I was smacking on the air. Like, I do not do that. Like, I got an attitude about it. You know, forget you.
So you don't think that black people are religious?
Black people, yeah, everybody's religious. Like, I religiously brush my teeth.
Most black people are religious.
I religiously brush my teeth. You talking about spiritual? Yes, go ahead.
All right. Then you gotta think when it comes to money, black people believe in, I got mine, you better get yours. Is that not a black thing? Is that not something that we say all the week? Well, look at that face. You clearly have heard that 1,000 times. As a matter of fact, it's a song. I gotta get mine. You better get yours.
But
that's exactly what that's. Am I wrong?
No, I've heard the song for sure.
Is that not our views? It's like, don't be looking at me. I'm getting mine over here.
It's not my view for sure. I mean, I own a business. And man, I do lots of sharing. So
Dilo, how do you feel about that? Let's take the businessman out of it. Would you agree with that?
You sound you was mad at me.
Nah, man. Because I think there's different ways, man, and I think the better the communication gets within the Black community, especially among young people who really know how to blitz social media and understand, kind of the structures that have been put in place and realize there's some obstacles, man. I certainly see that perspective with the older guard, but I think the mindset is starting to change just based on my personal experience.
You know what? I'm saying. And that's kind of what I'm talking about more so our parents and grandparents, how their views were, which is kind of instilled in kind of me, like how I look at things. But yeah, it's definitely changed. It's definitely a shift.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a complete shift by far because we still got plenty of those cats out there that are just strictly for self and pineapples you. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, but
I do see some differences than 20 years ago.
Like when it comes to homosexuality in the Black community, like when jokers on TV, they say all the right things. When the radio on them, or they got a microphone in their face, but when that mic turned off, I ain't trying to be around them. Else, I ain't trying. Am I right? Am I lying?
You know what? Hey, real quick.
Right there with a camera in their face.
Real quick. I just hope that they pull themselves together faster than Tobin. Did you guys see that?
Yo,
D-Lo, tell us about it.
Tonight.
Tell us about it, D-Lo.
Excuse me.
Tell us about it.
Yo, is that Run That News?
No, you go ahead and tell us about it, buddy.
Jeffrey Tobin, the CNN commentator, political analyst, was on a Zoom conference call with some folks. Said he did not realize it, but he ended up exposing himself on this call.
You know what was funny, D-Lo?
All of it.
They were doing mock debates when this happened.
So what happened? I don't know what happened. I'm lost with the story.
Yo, he was on the Zoom conference call without pants on, and he got up and exposed himself.
Oh wow!
Hey, more than that, D-Lo, I read the rest of it, man. He thought he was on a different Zoom call that was going to relieve himself in the middle of the day so he can go on and do the rest of his calls. So he put the little fella in a headlock and finished him off on camera.
Yo, I only got the PG version.
Yeah. Is
this a political commentary?
That's the rest of the story.
Yo, wow.
So this cat was wrestling his wanker on a Zoom call.
Yes.
On a political Zoom call.
Listen to me, on a Zoom call where somebody was playing Trump, somebody was playing Biden, somebody was playing Electoral College, somebody, you know what I'm saying? Like it was for real, dog. And they took a break. And he tried to take a break, but he forgot to black his camera out. And banged it out. But look, how come nobody didn't say nothing though? Like, all right, look, I'm gonna tell you right now. If any three of you stand up and start to bang out,
there's a shooting in Benghazi.
I'm like, yo. Hey, yo! Matter of fact, I might even shut the whole show down. So, yo, you know what I'm saying? If I'm the host,
that's why I know who your friends are. Cause like, man,
right.
Like, why would that be? If it's a Zoom call amongst friends, it should stop right there. Like, hey, man,
it's not friends. It's not friends, though. You gotta remember. Hey, listen.
Just over there hit record.
Hey, listen. Listen. I talked to some people, dog. This dude is powerful enough where he has legislation that he has written that's gone to the Supreme Court. He's that powerful. He does CNN stuff for the lawyer.
Okay, outside of being a Zoom call, if he didn't know, then there's nothing really wrong with him doing what he did. You know.
I mean, worst case scenario, one of his friends should have texted him and said, "Turn your camera off."
Like, dog.
He had it privately on Zoom.
Dog,
penis. Like he had his camera in his hands.
That's funny. Was he dry banging it, dog? Like he had no lotion or nothing?
Hey man, listen. I just like to say, Heavy Radio Show. Hey, we bring you all the latest news, but I do not know if Tobin had lotion or not.
So who got more exposure, Tobin or Cardi B nipple?
I tell you what, the biggest repercussion, to be Tobin.
But them was like some freaking pancakes, bro.
Party.
Hey man, I tell you what, man, you guys listen to Heavy Radio Show, man. This is Moose, aka Big House.
Was ginormous, dog. I did not expect that, yo.
That voice you hear,
all
man,
the good parts are ginormous, bro.
That voice you hear is the one, the only LGZ and Baku, man. He goes to LGZ.
She straight uploaded it to Instagram. She was like, no. It's too late now. That last stock going.
I have lost complete
millions
control.
Of followers. Somebody finna capture that quick.
That's okay, man. The other voice you hear, man, is a smooth voice of D-Lo G 400. Today's going to Montreal.
That's what it is, man. Jeez, I'm also still a fan of her Pornhub version of the Money video, man. Cardi B is
Montreal Long Ring, the Money version. And then, hey, man, we got the lady of the house, man, the one and only Run.
Ew.
See. Yeah, man, she's up there.
If it's not about Cardi, we don't want to hear it, Ron. I guess it's not about Cardi.
We already covered her. I got other stuff to talk about today.
All right, I tell you what. Why don't you jump into it? Because holy cow, we're off the rails tonight.
Okay, great. So we talked about the town halls. Moving on. So, you know what? Let's talk about Jesse Smollett. You guys remember him?
He's not locked up somewhere?
Smollett? Yeah.
Well, no. He is now back at work, don't worry, as a director. Now, here's the thing. I feel like his resume as a director is probably pretty healthy at this point, considering he staged an attack and had everybody on his side. So, let's say he's a pretty solid director. So, he is currently working on a new project. So, he is now in New York City, and he is directing a film adaptation of B-Boy Blues.
Actually going straight to YouTube.
Like, yeah, I mean,
you can direct all you want to, but is somebody gonna pick up your project? Like, most of the director of heavy hitters, ain't nobody calling him.
Well, he says he's going to win, so he thinks this is going to be great for him. I don't know if we can overcome this. D-Lo.
Question for you regarding Juicy Smollett.
Wait, did you call him Juicy?
Montel Longgreen.
That's how you spell. I mean, that's how it's spelled.
All right. Anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Me and Musa at the same time.
Is his sister the chick on that Lovecraft show? I thought she had the same last name.
His sister's name. Well, he has a sister named Journey and Jazz.
Is one of them on that new HBO show with the black oppression and the aliens?
Oh, you talking about I know Lovecraft, whatever.
Yeah. I saw the lady's last name, and I was wondering if she was some kin to.
Yes, Journey. That's his sister.
She's Journey.
Yep, Journey. She's in Lovecraft County.
County. Okay.
I haven't started watching that because I haven't heard good things about it. Have you watched it?
It's weird. I watched like the first 2 episodes. I kind of was like, yeah, I'm done.
Right.
Yeah, I started watching one episode of it, but the whole sci-fi with the history is just weird.
That's fair. More disappointing news. Bill Cosby's back in the news over a new mugshot where he is smiling. And literally the whole news story is that he's smiling. He looks like the biggest creeper ever.
Oh, poor Bill.
I want him to not be so creepy.
Nah, man.
I mean, when you're in prison, how can you not look creepy when you're in prison?
I see pain, man. I see pain.
What's that?
I want him to not look like a creeper.
He's in prison. Like, everybody in prison looks guilty.
Facts.
I want him to look like not a creeper. I think it's the creepy smile.
He's smart. He ain't got nothing else to do. He got, you know what I'm saying? He don't got the money behind him. He ain't got a good haircut. He don't got his teeth. He don't have his teeth in. No, dog.
He probably does not have his teeth.
Hey, man, it's like storming here in Indianapolis, Indiana, where we are. And we haven't had rain like this in a long, long, long time.
Very long time.
I know.
A couple more stories. So, Naked and Afraid is one of my most favorite shows. I know that Moose also appreciates this show. So, one of the guys that was on Naked and Afraid, his name is Brandon Pope, and he was arrested for voyeurism, which just makes me laugh because maybe Naked and Afraid is a gateway to voyeurism.
Especially if he liked it.
Right. So he was spying on a bathing family member.
Oh, see, you gotta lead. You gotta lead with the weird
Grosser,
stuff,
right? Even grosser. So he was busted in Arkansas. Here's what's even worse. It gets worse. A teenage family member. So somebody in the house called the cops, and he was arrested. His bail is set for $50,000. So he was on Naked and Afraid in 2017. So I think Naked and Afraid is the gateway to voyeurism.
No, you can't say that. That's, you know what? Run EMC's thoughts are not the thoughts of the entire show for the Heavy Hitters Radio Show or Independent Radio as a firm part of Spreaker.com. Come on. We don't know that. Is it weird? Yes, it is weird. Is it nasty? Yes. We do. Do we cool? Are we cool with it? No, we're not cool with it.
Can you rewind that back just a little bit? I was losing power and had to go with the cord.
Yeah. One of the stars from Naked and Afraid was arrested for voyeurism. Spying on a teenage family member bathing in his house. Right. Jeff Bridges is in the news. He is the guy that plays...
The dude.
That plays his dad.
He's a
What's
dude.
His face?
He's a dude.
What'd I say?
I'm not sure, but everybody remember him as a dude.
Well, I was going to say that he was What's-His-Face's dad in Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
No, not the same guy.
That's not him?
No. You talking about the guy that has cancer?
Yeah.
No, not the same guy.
No, he was Iron Man. He was Iron Man.
They look the same. Anyway.
That's funny.
Moving on. He has lymphoma.
We talking about, it's the dude from Big Lebowski.
Yeah. Yes. And he was on Twitter talking to his fans. He said, as the dude would say, new pineapple has come to light. I've been diagnosed with lymphoma. So he is now battling that, and we are praying for him. He says he feels fortunate to have a great team of doctors and the prognosis is good.
Yeah, for sure, man. Hey, man, shout out to the dude, man. Like, hey, The Big Lebowski is a great movie, man. That cat, he's a cool dude. He's the dude.
Okay, last story for now is that Carol Baskin, who, remember, was accused of murdering her first husband, and she owns the Big Cat Rescue. She says, hey, all you cool cats and kittens. She's currently on Dancing with the Stars, and she was all the rage of Tiger King. Anyway, she has come out to say that she's bisexual. So, you do you, Carol Baskins?
Bro, the question is, would you do Carol Baskins?
Heck no. She said that she discovered she was bisexual during the AIDS crisis in the 80s when she was spending a lot of time with the LGBT plus community.
D-Lo.
She had to turn to a little woman love because she had to have felt that the male population was tainted during that time.
Maybe that's why her husband went missing.
What about her new husband? How do you feel about her being bisexual?
Say what?
Right. Does he read that?
Does he read the
that's dead?
penny?
Hey,
Howard.
man, I will say this, man. Like, Carol Baskin is weird, and it really doesn't matter what she's thinking about. But, D-Lo, I had a question for you real quick, man.
Yeah.
What do you think about the new Pacers coach, man? This is a shout out. This is a direct question from Big Gates. Big Gates, man. The new Pacers coach.
What's his name?
Oh man, it's Nate Barn BJORN Barn John.
Who? Who is it? Who's our coach?
Exactly.
Who? That's what I think. You know what I'm saying? The only thing I'm hopeful about is that maybe he's got some Nick Nurse magic. You know what I'm saying? Because for sure, Nick Nurse did inherit Dwayne Casey's squad. You know what I'm saying? And just got him. I don't know if it was the magic of Nick Nurse or the timing of the free agents, but he definitely got his championship. And I know that the new coach Nate is coming off of that Raptors bench, so he's got some championship experience in terms of being an assistant coach. Outside of that, I have zero. I can't dislike it because I have no idea who the guy is.
So where did he come from?
He was a Raptors assistant coach the last few years. Prior to that, he was a G League coach. He won a G League championship. And maybe he's coached high school, too. I think maybe I saw that.
Yeah. Y'all went from getting D'Antoni to Nick Baum. This was so far under the radar that I didn't even know y'all had a new coach.
Yeah,
it just got announced today. I was a little disappointed about Chauncey Billups not coming here, but then I read that Chauncey Billups, I knew he didn't want to do a Zoom interview for the first interview, but I guess he wasn't even willing to talk to the Pacers during the first round of Zoom interviews, and I guess that kind of soured the team on Chauncey Billups since that was his first impression regarding their coaching process. But I'll give this guy a chance because I know nothing about him. I just think it's ironic we fired Coach Nate to hire Coach Nate.
I mean, you, real quick, you see the fact that Chauncey is in L.A. too. Like so as soon as Lou got the job, he hired Chauncey with him. So,
smart move.
Our new coach played college basketball for the University of South Dakota and Buena Vista University, and he went to Cactus Shadows High School.
That sounds racist.
Arizona.
Okay. Hey, you guys listen to Heavy Hits Radio Show, man, and we talk about everything. And that's kind of what's happening. Hey, so, you know what? People listen all over the country. And, Jeezy, if you can give us a real quick kind of synopsis on where people can catch us And then if anybody wants to chime in after that, that'll be amazing to check them to catch up the rest of it. What's up, Jeezy?
Really, man, nowadays the easiest way, man, is to go Spotify, iHeartRadio. We on there. Anywhere where you get your podcast from, if you want to listen.
Hey, did you say iHeartRadio?
Yeah, iHeartRadio.
That's a big deal. We are the heavy hitters on iHeartRadio.
Yeah, so we're on there. And like I said, if you want to listen live, Spreaker.com/independent radio, man, and all our shows there, man. You can listen to the heavy hitters. You can listen to my wife's husband, which is a very odd show. We had a couple other shows on there. You can go back and do some re-listens to the Iron 3 hip hop show. So yeah, man, we all over.
And you know what's funny? So like guys, the big sis is here, right? And so she's in the other room listening to some sort of TV show that she listens to. And the speaker that I gave her for Christmas is so good. I thought some other cats came in through the backyard. Like it startled me for a second. If you go back and look at this, you'll see me go. And it was like, hey, wait a minute, come here. But she's like, it's like some TV show that she's listening to. And I'm not sure why it's so loud because she knows that I'm doing the show. And I don't think she cares.
But you know what's crazy? The big sis reminds me of the girl on Saturday Night Live. That's her doppelganger. Yeah.
Which one?
Plays Kamala Harris.
No, really, it's my niece, her daughter. Her daughter more looks like, what is her name, Ron? You can't remember?
No, but I'll look it up.
All right. Hey, guys, you listen to Every's radio show. Hey, I tell you what, D-Lo. All right, excuse me, today, Montreal, Long Green. No.
This is how we do it.
Yeah. So, no, it's too late. We're not talking anymore. All right, so.
I wanted to answer your question you asked.
We're done. All right. We're moving forward. Hey, so, Long Green, you got any gigs coming up or anything like that?
I mean, first of all, South Central does it like nobody does, but you know what I'm saying? I have Echo popping back off, man. I got some cool things that'll be coming back with Echo here in the next couple of weeks, man. But truthfully, man, I've been so busy here recently. If I don't work this week, man, I'm not really tripping. But I will say this past Saturday, prior to going to the wedding of Back That Pass Up and Case Sincere, I had the opportunity to DJ for the Indianapolis Democrats. You know what I'm saying? So that was a pretty cool opportunity. Now, I'm not saying I'm pledging my allegiance to any particular party. However, they cut the check, you know what I'm saying? So I came and I rocked out with them, and it was cool.
That's what's up, man.
You know what? I'm never, unfortunately, I'm never mad at people from Indiana being centrist. I mean, I think it's the way we learn. That's the way we grow up. That's kind of the way we do our thing. But, you know, I know that there is some pretty contentious fans. Matter of fact, I was going to read this thing to you guys if I can find it very quickly. This is something that I saw on Facebook today. And it was a friend of mine. It was a friend of mine that had this post, right? And he posted this post, and I read it, and I laughed, and I made a joke. But then I started reading some of the comments from earlier, and it tripped me out. So here's the post. You guys okay with this?
Yeah.
I tried an experiment here in Indy. I asked my daughter to wear a Biden 2020 t-shirt to see how she gets treated. She's been slapped twice, spit on 4 times, and hit on the head with a beer bottle. Next step, we're going to send her outside and see how strangers react.
That's funny.
I think it's funny too.
Yeah.
So it's a guy I went to high school with, right? So somebody said, now that's funny. Somebody put the emojis with the big eyes. This one guy put this. careful posting stuff like that on here. Some nut job liberal Democrat will send CPS to your house. I have to share this.
That's also true.
That is outrageous. So Moose, here's what Moose posted. Hey, my man. I didn't say his name. Hey, my man. I'm a nut job liberal Democrat with centrist tendencies. And I chuckled. That was funny. Sorry I don't want any trouble. Both comments were funny. He's the only one that commented on it. He said, nothing but love, brother. Some of my favorite people are liberals, because he's not. He is my friend, but he is not a liberal, right? But he understands me, and I don't care about being who I am, and he doesn't care about being who he is. And he posted something that was funny. You know what I mean? It's funny, and I chuckled about it, And then some of his people on there are like, well, be careful, and them liberal, blah blah blah. And I thought to myself, dog, like, are we really going here, man? Like, man.
But to be fair, is all it takes. If he was if he was just a regular guy, like we all can agree, that was a funny joke. But somebody else get a hold of that, all of a sudden, why is he slapping his daughter? It's a woman. That's how women being treated. It becomes a whole other thing than just a joke.
For what reason, Jeezy? Matter of fact, wait. Before you rebuttal, they said CPS. So I know what the phone call to CPS is about. They're gonna say, well, what happened first? You're gonna think, well, he had a Biden shirt on. Okay, what happened next? Somebody slapped me. You know what I mean? Like it's gonna, they're gonna tell the whole story, and the CPS person gonna be like, straight up.
Well, I think what the guy was saying about the comment is that some people might read it and not think it's a joke, and then call.
Who can do that?
No, Moose, what world do you live in? That happens all the time.
I live in this one, and I'm telling you right now, it even says, and then I let her out of the house. I mean, that's kind of like the wah, wah, wah. Like, that's the end of it.
But people only read the first 4 lines, and then they call it. They don't get to the punchline.
Hey, man, if this is where America is, not going. This is where we are, right? I'm sick of it, man. You know what? A dude from Russia can tell a funny joke. I might not like none of what he's talking about, but his joke is funny. You know what? It might be an Iranian that tells a funny joke. Now, if it has something to do with killing Americans, all that kind of stuff, I'm not with it.
You know what? Even that still might be funny.
I'm not with that. Moose is not with the killing Americans joke, but if it's something funny, I'm with it.
It's funny. Dog, you can't. One thing about comedy is comedy. It comes in all shapes, sizes. So there's going to be black jokes that I laugh at. They're going to be gay jokes that I laugh at. They're going to be all kind of jokes. If it's funny and you present it right and you package it right, it's fun. It's just jokes.
All right,
But we live in a cancel culture, man, where everybody want to get canceled.
So what's the reason? What's the reason that we can't appreciate the jokes or laugh at the nonsense, but still believe in what we believe in, even if the joke doesn't mean shit to do with what we believe in?
No, because we talked about this like 5 years ago. It's a pussification of America. And the fact that I just said pussification of America might get some other people wrong. Well, what do you mean? Why you say the P word?
Why do you call it pacification or whatever? Yeah, right.
Yeah. Right. So even me saying that can get people all in their feelings, man. You somehow triggered somebody. That's what you triggered me. You said it happens all the time, man. People pick the younger generation. And I hate to say it, a lot of the liberal left is just a bunch of soft people, but they soft, man.
Hey, man, we're not.
They soft, but their antenna ears, everything somebody says becomes this whole talking point that we got to cancel somebody or give her their whole livelihood for a joke, dog.
All right, so I got a question for you.
It's insensitive. If somebody's feelings was hurt, you shouldn't make jokes about that. That's what it becomes, man.
How do we fix? And Ron, did you have a thought? Go ahead, Ron.
I mean, I just think that we definitely have allowed this behavior, and I don't know really where it started. I choose to blame giving trophies to everyone. I don't believe in participation trophies. You didn't win, you don't get a trophy. That's just my personal opinion. And so, we start that at age like 3. And no, sometimes you need to deal with getting let down, and not everybody's going to agree. However, I do think we have created this society where a lot of people are soft, and I think Jeezy's right. There's a lot of people who, that never happens. I think Jeezy's right. And I think there are a lot of people who would call and say so-and-so's mistreating their child, and I think it's because people are so easily offended.
Sad.
So
when Ron first got on the show, Ron used to be easily offended, then she got tough skin.
That's right.
And you know where that came from? Hanging around people not like you and understanding that, hey, you know what? It's pretty cool to laugh at people who are less fortunate sometimes. It's funny.
When you say it like that, it sounds so heartless.
Everybody, in this country, and us being black, we make a ton of jokes about all the less fortunate things we had growing up. Like,
That's
we
true.
make jokes. Oh, man, we used to sit back and remember we ain't had no food, so we would put sugar on bread and have sugar sandwiches.
Yeah, I mean,
we make jokes about that, but really that's a tragedy that you ain't got no food in your house. That you got to resort to putting sugar on bread. We make jokes about it. Yeah, we all be up late at night and that commercial come on with the African people with the big belly and the fly. Like, why the fly on his face? We got jokes about that, yo. But that's unfortunate. It's funny when you see it.
But that's why you gotta. That's why you gotta appreciate the evolution of Ron and giving her background and where she came from, because it's like once she opened up that golden box of gratitude, her life changed.
And now it's weird.
No, we talked about that like your first show.
It was the very first show. You're right.
Yeah, I'm just reminiscing.
Well, it just goes to show, man, if you hang out with people who don't look like you, you come to find out they're a lot like you. Then they put it on a t-shirt.
I know, it makes
you get a rainbow.
Right.
No, you know what?
I'm on it.
No, we have still not taken the rainbow back, so we got to be careful. Unless this is going to be our movement to take the rainbow back from the LGBTQ people. All right, so listen, man. Heavy Hitters Radio Show, man. This is Moose, aka Big House, man. We got Jeezy, LGZ and Baku in the house, man. We got Montreal, Long Green in the house, man.
It hit the same.
Because
I'm not. You know what? I'm not a singer. I don't.
Me neither, bro.
I don't have it. And then, man, we got Run's in here too. All right, so guys, ladies, we kind of need to wrap this thing up. So we're gonna open up the floor. We're gonna open up the floor to what we call "What You Got on Your Mind." It's a new segment. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start with the lady of the house, since she's a lady and she's first. We're gentlemen. What you got on your mind? Once you say what you got on your mind, and you're gonna go next to Long Green, and then we're gonna go to Jeezy, and then I don't have anything on my mind. We're gonna shut the show down.
Okay. Man, I took a super duper important test today that will help dictate my future career path. And it felt like it was too easy, so that makes me worried that maybe I totally failed it. I know, but there was an essay question, so I don't have a score yet, so now I have to wait 10 minutes.
Tobin.
Shit.
Dude, you're touching yourself.
That's what's on my mind.
See, Ron didn't even save me.
I know. Well,
I'm letting you know, bro.
I didn't see it. I missed it. I wasn't looking. Otherwise, I'd hit the cancel button.
You can go back and watch the recording, miss.
Ladies, go back and watch the recorded version.
As a matter of fact, that's what Big Gates keeps saying. Go back and listen to it. I can hear you smacking. I think he has that thing where you can hear people chewing. Like there's like a syndrome. Big Gates.
I did not hear you.
Exactly.
Exactly. All this shit sounds like an echo to me. So
exactly.
I don't listen to it.
Big Gates, you got a syndrome. If you heard me chewing, you got a syndrome.
So wait a second. Before all that, it sounded like we just kicked off the unofficial launch of the Heavy Hitters Pornhub channel.
Right.
You know what I mean? Is that wrong with this?
No.
Did I misread the signal?
Monetize this.
No, I have nothing to do with that. Like, I'm out. If that's happening, I'm out.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's what's on my mind. Montel Longgreen, it's your turn.
Cool. Well, what's on my mind? The heavy hitters are on my mind. And last week's episode was unlike any other episode that I've personally been a part of. And I'm really curious as to some of the lady feedback that the host of the show, Moose, a.k.a. Big House, got. Okay. And maybe if there's still the possibility that there's going to be a follow-up show to that show. I'm curious where things are at with this because that was a weird pineapple show.
So, guys, here's what happened. I got a flood of phone calls from single and married sisters, right? All black women. And typically they weren't it was like a combined call. Hey, what's up, Moose? Me and my girl on here. Like they was never by themselves. It was like two of them, and they were like checking, they was hitting me up, and I was like, "What's up?" And they were like, "I heard that show," or "Tell me about this show," or "Send me the link." And they felt like they were attacked by us. They felt like they were not supported by the female. They felt like they were not supported by the black men on the show. and so it was one of those things where...
Wait. At what part did we just defend it? I'm confused. What happened?
I just told you everything that happened. So
they said that we didn't support black women. At what point did we even attack black women? I'm confused.
Well, because
did we attack black women, D-Lo?
Because not attack.
Nobody said
attack.
Saying her specifically as a black woman and the only black woman voice representation on the show.
That is exactly right, D-Lo. Good job, man.
Say that one more time. You broke up. I hear you.
I said I think they were saying that because she was the only black female voice on the show.
Yeah, but we didn't say she spoke for all black women. Like, I don't understand why people feel that way. Like, she didn't speak for all black women. That was her personal story. Like, I don't have to defend the whole group of people off her story.
I'm going to also go as far as to say that I don't represent all women. And so before the show even started, she said, half the women are going to be like, go girl, and the other half of the women are going to be like, that's too much. And I was the half that was like, that's too much.
Wait a minute, she said that? That shows how much I listen. I don't even remember her saying that.
She did say that.
I'm bad. It must be a mute button when women start talking. I just zone out.
It's
my family calls that selective hearing.
It's not even visual for you. It's like
I start thinking about like who's gonna start running back in the fantasy league that I'm not in.
It's in here. Like that mute button.
Stuff. Go ahead, Moose. What else you get?
Fantasy league this year, by the way. Okay, continue.
Is it okay? You guys want me to go? Want me to talk?
Finish.
All right. So then they called into question the fact that we don't have any black female or pilgrim male representation on the show to give their opinions. that we are heavily influenced by black males.
This ain't, boy, finish, I'm sorry, boy, you had me cuss. I almost cuss for real.
Yo, we got to boot a black male off the island?
Hold on, man. Hold on. First of all, I'm going to say this. To everybody who says that we don't have a pilgrim man or black woman, clearly you ain't listened to Heavy Hitters for the last 8 years, because we have had Kong Magno on the show, which he's Filipino. We have had, what's the dude? We had, who's the white guy we had that was married to the chick at your school?
Okay.
We had OK on the show. He was on the show for, I don't know, 6 months. That's my check. He was a white guy. I don't know. Is he a pilgrim, Moose?
He's for sure a pilgrim that was in the army. That was a Republican.
Matter of fact, he might be a Trump supporter.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
If I had to guess based on just my knowledge of him, he's for sure a staunch Republican, 100%.
Yeah,
but
he loved that.
He was a great addition.
Yeah, he loved
we
that.
We had a biracial, which is biracial, which was Cousin Rob. You know what I'm saying? We had a gay show where the Heavy Hitters went gay. Did we not have a gay show?
We went gay.
Matter of fact, the Heavy Hitters even went so far to even go to a gay bar and hang out.
We did go to a gay bar.
So, how dare anybody say that we are not the most inclusive podcast there is? We didn't have militants on the show. We didn't have, I ain't gonna say white supremacists on the show, but we had a couple of white people that was questionable. That they promoted us, and we had it all on the show. Y'all not remember Vice Week, the Vice Month we had? We became Vice News. Y'all not remember that? We had everybody on the show. Even had a woman where her son was murdered by the cops on the show. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean? This is our show. We put the time in to do this thing every week.
Hey, man.
You got an opinion, you own the show.
I mean, come in. Yeah. Hey, you're right.
It's like I'm snapping. But y'all hate me anyway, so it don't really matter. I don't really care.
No,
this is how we do it.
GC, they absolutely love you, but you're absolutely right. I mean, we've had everyone from we've had everyone from the rightist wing, the left, and then when we've had we've had the leader, not one of the members. Matter of fact, not the leader, the creator of Growth and Development, which was known as the Gangster Disciples. I mean, I don't understand. Like, we've had, or matter of fact, if you go to our, matter of fact, folks, if you want to check us out, man, Heavy Hitters Radio Show, we have social media. You can go on our social media and you will see that we spoke with the leader of the new African Black Panther Party from New Jersey, on the show. I mean, we've been all over the place.
So when we had a woman on the show last week, she gave her testimony, her opinion, and her story was her story. So, I mean, I can't defend nobody. It's her story. If she feels the same way about interracial dating, that's her business. If she feels that's how she feels. Like, she don't speak for everybody. That's how she feel about it. Okay, that's her opinion. We feel differently. That's our opinion. We all have an entitled to our opinion. But this is the Heavy Hitters Radio Show, not the Heavy Hitters Town Hall.
and she chose to come to this platform and give her story. We were already here, so she was going to get what she was going to get because this is where she came to do it. You know what I mean? And plus, you know what I'm saying, there were a lot of things that I questioned in her story, you know what I'm saying, and I felt obligated to punch some holes in and ask more questions about, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't necessarily feel like I needed to take a position of agreeing with it.
I will also say that if you know the heavy hitters at all, this is not a place where you would come for hugs and unwavering support no matter where you stand on a topic. We are not a kumbaya podcast. The dudes will run you through the ringer every single time.
But the thing is, man, it's not that. It's that we all have our. This is a place where your opinion will be heard. And I know, speaking for myself, I know my opinion a lot of times is not in line with everybody else's. And so, sometimes it is, sometimes it's not. Everybody has their own different opinion about life in general and their experience, but you're able to share that opinion and give that opinion. And that's why I think our podcast is cool, because even though, we basically three brothers in a pilgrim, a podcast. We all as three brothers, we have three
episode title.
I know, right? We have three different, as far as the brothers on the show, we have three different opinions about the black community. And three different ways we do have three different ways of how she moves. You gotta make that face.
I don't know what to do. I'm chilling.
And we always find a place in the middle to say, okay, you know what, you right or whatever, dog. So whatever.
And that's what it comes down to. By the way, when I read that post from my buddy where somebody was like, "Well, be careful because one of those liberals are gonna call." I'm like, "Dog, I am a liberal, but I thought it was funny." Like, you know what I mean? Like really, and Jizzy said some stuff that's way too far somewhere. And guess what? I still love him. Run voted for Trump, like that. We know that, and she's probably going to do it again. And so it's one of those things where we kind of know. We kind of know.
Ron and Drizzy going back to back.
That's mistakes, dang.
We kind of know where we stand. But it doesn't matter because we all love each other. Like so, it doesn't matter. So I guess my message to the folks, man, to the people that listen to us, is it doesn't matter, like, what your views are and all that kind of stuff. You check on us. You might have a different opinion. Hit us up and debate it. Talk about it. We are not scared to talk to anybody about anything. We're not scared to talk about it.
Like none of us. Tuesday 8-ish.
Hey,
yes.
And matter of fact, I usually have these guys do it, but you can hit us up on Twitter, you can hit us up on Facebook, you can hit us up on Instagram, you can hit us up on Spreaker. Matter of fact, I got the Spreaker up right here today. Nobody hit us up. Jay Ryan, I don't know where you at. You normally hit us up. Hope you don't have COVID or nothing.
And pretty soon, courtesy of Jeffrey Tobin, you can hit us up on Pornhub.
If you want. Hey, if you hit us up during the week, if you listen to us, that we do this on Zoom. So if you want to Zoom in and join the show, hit me up, man. Shoot me the email. Shoot us an email. We will send you the email to join us on Zoom. You know what? That might be our next thing. Matter of fact, maybe I'll schedule the next show and I'll post it on all our social media so people can just join in and pop in, and we'll see what happens with that. Matter of fact,
maybe we can get DJ College to Tobin us.
What'd you say?
Nice.
Far, D-Lo. 17th step too far.
What'd you say?
He said get DJ College to Tobin us.
It's too much.
Matter of fact, I'm walking in the yard, but I'm watching where I'm stepping. So
heavy hitters uncut, yo.
I'm not stepping where he's stepping. Hey, D-Lo, that's a whole new show. Hey, Montreal Longer, that's a whole new show, and Moose isn't there. Moose is busy that night.
You for sure gonna be there.
Yeah, Moose is busy that night.
It's a different name.
Yeah.
Casting call. We need to fill the role of Tobin for the heavy hitters, but it's got to be a female.
Hey guys, guess what, man? It's
Tuesday 8-ish.
It's the Heavy Hitters Radio Show, man. You caught us. Remember, just like I told you, you can catch us on all your podcasting sites, including Apple Podcasts, Stitcher Radio. You can catch us on all them fancy ones too. Jizzy, what's that one? What's that one you talked about?
iHeartRadio.
iHeartRadio, man. That's a fancy one.
We ain't got that Joe Rogan deal yet, but we getting there.
Hey man, I'll tell you what, man. We own all that stuff. And then if you want to send us an email, hit us up at heavyhittersradioshow@gmail.com. Also, we're on Heavy Hitters we're Heavy
_
Hitters
_
We haven't done that in so long. It makes me so happy that we brought
messed it
that
up
back.
though. Can we do it again?
Yeah, but you got to announce it as Twitter first.
Okay, we're on Twitter at.
I said we're.
Nah, you dropped the ball, bro.
You said we're at Heavy.
Hey, Jeezy.
It's like
I heard you right, Moose.
Jeezy, Jeezy. You notice how you just jumped right in and made it happen? Where these the two newer schoolers, they was like, well, you didn't give us the right. See,
it was just weird. It was uncomfortable.
And I jumped in that too, so I want to give myself credit for that also. But it's kind of like when you're moving a cargo truck, you know what I'm saying? Like you was backing it up, but me and Jeezy had to jump out and tell you, you know what I'm saying? We had to guide you back in there, you know what I'm saying? So it was cool. It was cool.
Hey, my bad, guys. I didn't mean to give you I gotta give you your guide words. Hey, guys, you can catch us on Twitter at Heavy Hitters.
Underscore.
Oh, great. Hey, man, that's for all our fans with autism as well. Hey, man, it's the Heavy Hitters Radio Show, man. We absolutely love y'all. Remember, we are where you are.
So get comfortable.
And come on in.
Mouth.
All right, everybody just stop. Everybody stop talking because I got to stop this. And then